Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. I am Spirit of Life Alchemy, and this is your morning message tarot reading for the 4th of April 2022. So, we have some astrology today. So, the moon is going to be in Taurus all day, and it's going to form a square to Mars and Saturn, and also form a sextile to Jupiter and Neptune. So you could find yourself caught between rigidity and structure and restriction and frustration and being really stuck and held in a place on the one hand, and then fluidity and expansion and dreamy spiritual states and energies on the other hand, as the sort of planets separate and the moon makes aspects to them. If you can, try and balance the two. That sounds like quite a big job. But try and sort of work with the energies when you're feeling yourself being restricted, or you're frustrated, or you can feel anger sort of rising up. Then sort of just try to sort of breathe and let go, come into peace. Imagine yourself floating in the Pisces, Neptunian, oceanic energies of love and peace. So that's my tip for today. It's Monday, so we're going to have the Mystic Mondays Tarot. And we've also got the Wisdom of the Oracle Tarot. Oracle. Oh my God, new week. I don't know what I'm doing. But hey ho, what's new? So let's pick some cards and see what they have to say for us. So what do we need to know for today, the 4th of April 2022? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective for our highest and greatest good today? What do we need to know? 4th of April 2022. Messages from Spirit for the collective, please, for our highest and greatest good, as always. Okay, so let's see what we've got. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Thinker. And then we have Milk and Honey. And Never-Ending Stories. Okay, so let's have a look at these cards. The figures and the colours in this story are actually look quite similar to me. I'm getting being a thinker, I'm getting images of the never-ending story being the overthinking, going over and over things, overthinking, being overwhelmed by thoughts, that sort of hamster wheel of overthinking, which we often get caught up into, especially if we're a bit stuck and we're not really sure what's going on, or if we need to make a decision and things like that, and we're not really sure. We just get into that overthinking. We just go round and round in circles. There's a number of ways to deal with that. But the core sort of that is a number of things that include sort of your breathing. You do things that bring you back into your body. I particularly like yoga But there's also things like Tai Chi, there's Qigong, about the act of the breathing and the slow movement actually brings your consciousness back down into your body and you connect back into yourself. There's also things like journaling or talking it out to a friend, or walking meditations. I've said to you all before about sort of when I had my German Shepherd dogs, and those daily walks were my meditation, whether I was watching the nature change day on day, although it takes about 7 days to see actual definite changes in nature, or I was finding signs and sigils and things in the sticks on the ground, or finding things. I've got a beautiful, this is one piece of wood, and it's only the head, which I found on the same day, that is a different piece that's been put together. And it's my death and rebirth snake that I'd created at a time when I was going through a big transition in my life, and it represented the death of an old me, the shedding of an old skin, and the emergence into a new self. And the meditation, once I'd found it, was all the sanding and the waxing and the preparation and the intention that I put into it and manifested it. I have a dog skull. Where are we? Oh yeah, you can't see it over. I've got a dog skull staff over there that one of my dogs found a dog skull in the park. I've dug it up or something, and you know, here we are 25, 30 years later, and we're still there on my dog skull staff. It became symbolic in my shamanic journey and everything. Being very close to dog spirit and wolf spirit and things. Use it for shamanic journeying. But you know, sort of, I used to find lots of symbolic things on my dog walks and things. So that's another way of just getting out of your head, getting into your body. Even the process of just walking in nature and things like that, just something about it. The energies of nature just help to clear your head. And with that milk and honey in the middle, knowing that everything's, you know, evolving at the right time, that there is abundance there, and just, you know, letting go of that overthinking. So changing the story as well. That's a big message at the moment, changing the story. I feel like I'm going through a huge change of story. It's not been easy. At times it's not been easy over the last few weeks, and had to call time on a relationship and step away, because of the damage it was doing to me. And yeah, and it was hard, and I didn't do it easily, but I also didn't do it in anger or do it in spite. It was just, I've seen you one too many times now. You know, at a time when I really, really, really needed help, you lied to me continuously and didn't support me. So I'm not going to say any more than that because it's still an ongoing situation, and so sometimes you just have to say no more. So anyway, enough of that. When you do have the courage to walk away, and I know that I'm surrounded by other people that fully support me, my friends, my partner, you know, and see me. That's important. This other person has never seen me, and yeah, so I just had to say no. So anyway, let's get back to today's reading. That's my life at the moment. It does feel quite liberating though. Oops. Okay. I'll come to those in a minute. I'll look at that in a moment and see what it says, but I do love you, Spirit. Okay, so what do we need to know for today? Monday the 4th of April 2022. Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, support, guidance and advice can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? Oops. I'm going to put that one there. Okay, let's see. What do we need to know for today? Nine of Swords at the centre of the spread. Then we've got the King of Pentacles. God, got breadcrumbs all down my front. King of Cups. King of Swords. 3 kings come out, one after the other. You don't find that very often. The Queen of Pentacles. So we've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles. The Hierophant. The Princess of Pentacles. And the 7 of Cups. And at the bottom, we've got the World, the Hermit, Justice, the Devil, and the 3 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. Okay, so we're in an environment of spiritual big jobs. A lot of energy here. Interestingly, the only king that's not out, I'm going to just have a look at these two at the moment. Okay. Got the Ace of Cups and the Princess of Wands came out. And then the King of Swords, the Ace of Swords came out, and then the 4 of Cups. Okay, so where we find ourselves. Self-doubt, anxiety, that waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, the overthinking, the never-ending cycle, never-ending story of going round and round in circles without finding a solution. Summed up in the 9 of Swords here, so that's where we find ourselves. Then we've got a series of 3 kings. Okay, the king that isn't here is the King of Wands, Fire of Fire, active power, and he's been coming up a few times just recently. So yeah, the Fire of Fire, the embodiment of that fire energy of being centered in your own power and knowing that the sort of, you know, you have the power, you can manifest anything, you just a real sense of just, you know, sort of being able to attract what you want, manifest what you want. It is the completion of the cycle of the wands, the cycle of fire. Now he's not here, but in the moon position card, which is our subconscious, unconscious mind, our intuition, and our emotions, we've got the King of Pentacles, the king of the physical realms, the king of the money in the bank, the security, the stability, the grounded, sensible, patient, there for the long haul, grounded. Okay, and that's where we need to be at the moment. When we're lost in our head and lost in that anxiety, we need to ground ourselves. We need to bring that energy back into the body, bring it all the way down to the root chakra, send our roots down into the earth and connect deeply into the ground, being into our grounded power. Then we come to the Mercury card, which is our thinking and our mind and our intellect and information, communication and self-expression. We've got the King of Cups. And again, this is about sort of being in the power of our emotions mentally, you know, not getting caught up in the negative anxiety states and things like that, and worrying and overthinking. There's a word that I'm thinking of, but I can't find it. All I can think, ruminating. All I could think of was stomach meridian. But yeah, ruminating. And the King of Cups is about being balanced in our emotions. So we step outside of sort of the overthinking and things like that, and we bring ourselves back into balance emotionally. Okay, again, we ground. Okay, imagine ourselves in the mud with the earth and the water, emotionally grounded and things. And then we come to the Venus card, which is our values, self-value, value around money, value around love, relationships, friendships, beauty and harmony and balance and creativity and fertility and the pleasure and comfort in our lives. We've got the King of Swords. So anything that we don't value, whether, you know, things that sort of hold no value for ourselves, so sort of the negative overthinking parts of ourselves, relationships that don't support us, old ideas and beliefs around love and around money. If it's harmful and it feels abusive, it's not love, it's not right. Okay, and the King of Swords has the clarity to just cut that crap out of your life. So the three kings together, with being grounded, being sort of grounded in your emotions and having the clarity to cut away what isn't working for you, whatever's causing this. Okay, and then the Sun card, our conscious mind, our core identity, core vitality, how we shine out into the world. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Velvet Waiting. She luxuriates and nurtures herself and is the Earth Mother and knows that everything has its own divine timing, that everything will come together. We don't need to overthink it. We don't need to worry about it. We just trust that the milk and honey will come at the right time, divine timing. Okay. The Mars card, which is how we take action, our ambition, our drive, will, determination, our passion, our desires and yearnings and things like that. We've got the Hierophant. Now the Hierophant is often sort of about structure and commitments and tradition and things like that. For me, I see it about evolving spiritually, having one foot in the 3D mundane world and one foot in the 5D spiritual world. And in this position today, its message to me when I put it down was to evolve spiritually. Okay, keep grounded but evolve spiritually. Really do that one foot in the mud and one foot, you know, in the spirit realms, and balance and be in balance so you can be in both at the same time. Then what's working for us at the moment, the Jupiter card, which is good luck, good fortune, hope, opportunity, expansiveness, truth, justice, freedom. We've got the Princess of Pentacles, the Page. We're learning something new. Have patience with ourselves. Have compassion for ourselves. One step at a time, integrating this new cycle that we're in. Okay, and then what's working against us? The Saturn card, obstacles, limitations, restrictions, responsibilities, timing, putting the work in and things like that. We've got the Seven of Cups here. We may be fantasizing about all different sort of outcomes and futures because we find it difficult to be in the place of not knowing. the ambiguous spot, as I've heard it called before, or in the void, you know, waiting in sort of, yeah, waiting, velvet waiting. We don't know. We're not sure sort of how it's going to sort of manifest out, but step away from the anxiety, what ifs. Okay, oh my God, what if it turns out like this? What if it turns out like that? Just when you find yourself going down those avenues, connect with your three kings, okay, who can help ground you, balance your emotions and give you clarity. Remember the milk and honey. Then at the bottom of the deck we had the world, the completing out of a cycle with the hermit, going into yourself, finding your inner light, balancing yourself. We've got justice. Okay, those three together help to free us from the devil, our own negative thought patterns, how other people keep us bound to them. It's within us to actually free ourselves from that. And in this kind of like the doorway in the head and the steps down, okay, this never-ending story of overthinking and anxiety and what ifs, we can open that door from the brain and we can walk down and free ourselves from that. And then we've got 2 threes. We've got the 3 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. Thinking about sort of what it is that you want to manifest. What is your milk and honey? Okay. And celebrating it. The 3 of Cups. So, yeah. It really is about sort of, you know, connecting in with what it is we want to manifest. Patience and celebrating the not knowing. And I've just got really loud tinnitus in my ear just right now. So that's a clearing energy. I'm in a lot of tinnitus just recently. Apparently, people keep telling me it's about sort of the cosmic rays and everything coming in, and how our DNA is being sort of reset and we're becoming more crystalline and light and etc, etc, etc. As I've just done this reading, that's just gone really loud in my ear. So another little message. And then the cards that jumped out, the first ones, the first 2 that came out was the Princess of Wands and the Ace of Cups, which to me was just, you know, grabbing your fears by the tail. I'm always reminded of the Thoth Princess of Wands with the princess there, and she's just got the tiger by the tail, and you can always imagine sort of the tiger of fears. She's swinging it around and throwing the fears off and opening up to love, the gift of love. And then we have the Ace of Swords as well, so we get clarity. Our hearts and our mind becomes clear. And to do that, get into meditation and stillness, and go inwards and connect up to the divine to receive that 4th cup of love, or that Ace of Cup. Not detaching from the 3 cups in the mundane world, but, you know, just stop cutting out that thinking and overthinking and getting into meditation and listening for the divine gift of love with the 4th cup there. So that's today's reading. Wasn't expecting anything like that to come out, but hey ho, it needed to. And it's a part of the ongoing story of, you know, one person's perspective of going through this. I'm sure everybody has their own perspectives and their own pathways through all this energy and everything, but know that we're all in it together. We're all joined and we're all there on the ocean of cosmic collective connectiveness. Okay, so I hope this reading resonated for you. If it did, then please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. For notifications, click on the wiggly bell. If you'd like a personal reading from me, then please do email me at the email address below this video. Have a wonderful day, and until tomorrow, thank you. Thank you for watching.